Good morning, teacher. My name is Chrek Sreyneang. Today I'm going to present about my final exam, and for my final exam is my chapter is chapter 8, how to conduct focus group. For content, number 1, the role of the moderator. Number 2, recording equipment. Number 3, choosing a winners. Number 4, recruiting your participant. Now I'm going to present about my part number 1, the rule of the moderator. As moderator, you must spend some time helping participants to relax. In all focal group, you need to explain the purpose of the group, what is expected of a participant, and what will happen to the result. Take a lane for the discussing and ask that everyone respect this. It can be very disruptive having people come in late or leave early. The best way to become a successful moderator is through experience and practice. It's possible try to sit in on a focal group run by an experienced moderator. And next slide is asking question. General essay to answer questions should be asked first. Don't expect any type of personal disclosure early in the group. As moderator, listen carefully to everything people say, acknowledging that you are listening by making good eye contact and taking notice regarding issues to which you may return later. For more checking responses, for the part in use of focal group, you need to try to get as many opinions as possible. You will find that in more focus group, most people will talk some of the time, or just to varying degree. In some groups, some people may need a gentle persuasion to make a contribution. And one more is fixing the focal group. For this part, when you have to finish your focal group, thank the participant for talking part and leave a contact name and number in case they wish to follow up any of the issues that have been raised during the discussing. And for the next slide is part number 2, recording equipment. Some market research organizations have proposed using facilities with one-way mirror and built-in visual recording equipment. This facility can be high at a price which unfortunately tend to be beyond the budgets of most students and community group, breakaway conversations, discussion, silences, dominance, leadership, disruption by participants, and the last one is defensiveness. For next slide, point number 3, choosing winners. Choosing winner. It is extremely important to make sure you choose the right winner for your focal group, as this will affect participation levels. For this part, you level of discussion and the standard of recording. One you have chosen your winners, you need to arrive early to make sure that the setting is arranged in an appropriate manner. So there is no set rule for dishing about your participant and arrange, and so there is no set rule for dishing about your participant and arrange it accordingly. For the example, the business people might prefer a ballroom style setting arrangement, whereas adult learner many prefer an informal seminar style arrangement. This is my part. This is for my part 3, choosing evenings. And the next slide is recruiting. And the next slide, part number 4, recruiting your participants. With the participant, you have no focal group. It is exceptional. It is exceptional. Therefore, that you take time to ensure that you achieve a high turnout for your focal group. Think about the following point when recruiting your participants. For the first, the ideal number of participants is 9 or 11. The next over recruit by between 3 and 5 people are some participants despite reference to the contractually will not attend. The next part is offer incentives if you cannot afford to pay participants. Offer refreshments such as wine, soft drink, and nibbles. And next is the goal is to achieve a free flowing, useful, and interesting discussion. One more. When someone has agreed. One more is when someone has agreed to take part in a focus group, contract them a week in advance to let them know about the Venus date and time. And the last part is never force, bully or cajole someone into talking part. That's all about my presentation. Thanks you teacher for your attention my video.